Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It is March 24th here on the Jeff Meacham Network. Doing this intro, it's about 2:15 in the morning as I'm recording this, so forgive the volume of my voice, forgive the overall appearance of me. It's quite scary overnight. The original plan for today was to have a discussion with our buddy in Gibraltar, Dave, about the value and the controversies regarding the WWE Hall of Fame. But there's going to be more people here than I thought today because Dylan's on school and other people are home from work today. So unfortunately, I am calling an audible, as we do in this business, and putting up a classic episode today. And it's one that is going to be controversial. I will fully admit it. I actually did edit out two different little snippets of this show to put up because they're just not good with 2020 standards, or they would get me in a lot of trouble. So overall, but what I decided to do was go back 10 years almost, because I was talking to the person featured in this video with me over the course of a couple of hours on Twitter just now, and hashing out some old shit. And it made me, I was going to put up a Jeff Meacham Classic today anyway, instead of the Hall of Fame thing. It just, the Hall of Fame thing came up in conversation, so I was going to do that. But with the taping schedule being screwed up, decided to go ahead and do the classic episode. What I decided to do was do this episode, which was the very first episode of Talk Wrestling that Aaron recorded with a high definition camera. And I know you don't want to see a whole lot of this in high definition, but that's what we did 10 years ago. Unfortunately for me, it was also the night of Summerslam 2010 that we recorded this entire episode between Staples Center clips and at the after party we hosted at Bob's Big Boy out in Burbank. The original Bob's Big Boy, the original Big Boy restaurant in Burbank. And thanks to you wonderful people out there in Talk Wrestling land in Los Angeles anyway, I had 6 different fairly decent-sized alcoholic beverages brought to me in my cheap seat up in, it was either 203 or 213, I don't remember. No, 337. I was up at 313, maybe 3, whatever it was. I was way the fuck up in the air at Staples watching the 2010 SummerSlam. So by the time we got to the car and drove to Burbank, Jeff was toasted. So it was decided that Noah Donish would nursemaid me through the majority of this episode, and we walked around the restaurant and did some interviews with the people that were there. So I greatly appreciate everybody that's on this video. Every single person that I included in this edit of the video is greatly appreciated. It was a very long night, and the night ended. What you didn't see on camera was I came through that front door, stumbled into my bedroom, and passed the hell out on my bed, and didn't wake up until about 5 p.m. Monday. So I don't remember a lot of this, and watching it back, I go, believe there. So it's one of those things where it was an awesome night because it was SummerSlam and we got to reach the episode, but it was a complete fucking train wreck. So enjoy. What is the opening match? You gonna fall asleep during the first 5 minutes of the show?
I will actually.
Oh, okay, all right.
Excuse me.
Oh, good point.
Excuse me. Well, honestly,
That'll be the bathroom break too, then. All right.
I think Dolph Ziggler's going to retain the strap, and I think it's going to be Vicky Guerrero that obviously costs Kofi the championship.
I think it's going to be Dolph. I agree with no. It's going to be Dolph thanks to Vicky on the IC title match. For the Divas Championship, I gotta believe Melina's got the momentum. She beat Alicia on Monday to get the title shot. I think she's gonna take it back.
It's obviously going to be Melina, booty faces. They wouldn't bring her back and put her right into a championship match if they were going to have her just lose. That would fall flat. That would kill her momentum. That would kill her push. If they're going to push Melina out the door, they're going to have Alicia Fox retain the championship.
Alright, for this Big Show Straight Edge Society match, I gotta go with the Straight Edge Society. Big Show has a different hand in most of their feud. The Straight Edge Society got their momentum back by breaking Big Show's hand. I gotta go with CM Punk and company.
Straight Edge Society all the way. They are going to beat the living hell out of the Big Show. And you know what? Even though the Big Show is 500 pounds, he's the largest athlete in the WWE, there is power in numbers, and they're going to have the numbers advantage over the Big Show.
For the World Championship, I think it's blatantly obvious to everybody that's in this arena right now. We're not in the arena yet, but outside the arena. Got to go with Kane, and the same finish as last year. The World Champion, the World Champion comes out on top. Lights go out, lights come back on, and there's the Undertaker, and that starts that feud up.
This booty face stole my prediction. What he said about Kane against Rey Mysterio.
I think it made it pretty clear that Orton has the momentum going into the WWE Championship match against Sheamus. Having said that, I think they're going to pull a Russo screw job, even though Russo's not there anymore, and have Sheamus retain.
Just because Randy Orton has tons of momentum right now as a babyface, and I think not giving him the WWE Championship, that would just be a blasphemy. Because Randy Orton is so much better than Sheamus is. Sheamus, you're a piece of shit, you're boring, and you need to just die.
All right, I'm going to be a total non-decisive asshole in this one and not make a pick for this. But since Aaron's giving me the cue, so I actually have to, I'm going to go with Team Nexus, but I won't say what.
You know, it's being reported that Triple H may very well make a surprise appearance as the last member of Team WWE. And you know something? Having Bret Hart screw over Team WWE, it would be too obvious. I think there will be a screw job tonight. It's either going to be Bret Hart or Triple H coming back and turning heel.
He's trying to sell it for $150. Keep on saying, oh, talk wrestling, oh, talk wrestling, oh, talk wrestling.
I thought SummerSlam was... It was fabulous, for sure. I have to say that boy Sheamus is so white and so big and pale. He drives me nuts, I tell you, baby. But I would say SummerSlam was great because Daniel Bryan was the greatest of all time. I love Daniel Bryan. Big kisses. Big up NoDQ.com.
On our way to Bob's right now, getting ready to tape talk wrestling, talk wrestling HD. I'm so drunk, dude. Okay.
All right, let's go over to Bob's.
Let's go over to Bob's. Yeah, bad. Let me preface this first episode of Talk Wrestling in high definition by saying we do not condone alcoholic beverages at all on this show, and they are wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host for today is your favorite person and mine, the Triple H Mask.
I'm the gamer.
That's right.
Actually, no. King of Internet Media, Noah Donish.
Damn.
Giving you the fans on the first high-definition talk wrestling what you thought you'd never, ever see. Jeff Meacham and Noah Donish. We're co-hosting the show together, booty faces. My voice is a little hoarse. We just got out of SummerSlam. It was the second straight SummerSlam at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. And I gotta say, even though I overheard some people saying that this year's was much better than last year's, gotta say, I wasn't too thrilled with it.
Okay.
Not too thrilled with it.
I didn't go to last year's, so this one's obviously better from my perspective because I watched on pay-per-view last year. I was in good company last year with people I watched with, but this year's I thought fell short of the hype, you know, although I had Talk Wrestling fans. Those of you that weren't at the Staples Center, the Talk Wrestling fans that were at Staples Center, thank you for buying me 6 drinks because I'm flying high right now. I'm enjoying the shit out of this taping. I'm having fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
This one.
Cool.
He's got that on his trunks and stuff.
Awesome.
And then, this is kind of what Edge has.
Okay, cool.
And then he's got one similar to that on his arm. I got a bunch.
Okay, cool. That's just
Yeah, man.
Get that bling bling.
You ordered 2 pay-per-views. What was it? A Night of Champions and SummerSlam. They give you that watch. They give you that watch for free, man.
This guy here, his name is JJ Williams. He's been a friend of mine for, God, was it 03, 04? How far we go back?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. This guy lets me stay at his house in Long Beach when nobody else will, because my friends in Long Beach suck. But this guy here has been dying to be on Talk Wrestling. He's asked me to do, he's sending questions every single week, and I don't answer him because I think that I just have questions that come in, and see, JJ I know will be okay with me answering this question because he's still my friend. If I answer the Mark's question, they'll like shoot me and like find my house and stalk me and shit.
They won't buy you free beers.
Yeah, they won't buy me free beers. Exactly. They won't buy me drinks at Staples Center. But JJ has comments on the show. He was at SummerSlam with us. JJ, what do you think?
Well, for starters, I was 6th row on the floor there. Overall, I think the show was great. I'd say probably about an 8 out of 10.
Opening match was Dolph Ziggler over. Not over Kofi Kingston. It was a double. It was a no contest because Nexus attacked, clotheslined Dolph over the top rope, and then just beat the crap out of Kofi.
Technically, I wasn't wrong because Dolph won.
Dolph retained.
Dolph retained.
Dolph retained. We said Dolph was going to win, so we'll call it a 50-50.
Don't do those bullshit finishes on pay-per-view for those kind of matches. Though.
Seriously.
Don't ever do that again. That irritated the crap out of me.
Well, I think the problem with the Dolph Kofi thing is they've done matches on TV already. They've given away the good matches on TV for free, like Bischoff did in WCW in the 90s, so they figured, let's just give him a Bischoff finish, or a Russo finish, whatever you want to call it.
Then The Miz wasn't in a match. That was stupid. And then in the pamphlet, it says there's going to be a 6-pack challenge. Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, Dashing Cody Rhodes, sorry.
Before you go on, they made that thing before they announced Dolph Cody, that's why.
Still, stupid.
I know.
They should have ripped it out.
And as far as Miz having a match, the way they booked him tonight was fucking awesome.
I think he's going to lose the title to Daniel Bryan.
I agree.
But you guys say he should lose it, then...
When did I call it on the show?
You did say that, yeah.
Months ago.
You say he's going to come back and lose the title. You said he's going to be gone for a while, he'll come back, lose the title.
I expected Ziggler to win the title by cheating, but instead it led to a no contest, which led to a squash by the Nexus, which of course we saw it looked like a good way to push the Nexus.
Melina becomes the new Divas champion over Alicia, and then what happens? Lay Cool has to come in and make everybody realize they're still not good wrestlers and beat up the one good wrestler they have left in the company besides Gail Kim. I love the booking strategy there. It's good stuff.
That was the toilet break match, so there's really no sense.
And I was so pissed that was the second match. I didn't have to pee yet.
I know, right?
I didn't pee yet, and to do the toilet break match second.
Here's what they should have done, and this is probably why I'm not the head of WWE, because I actually have a brain and an IQ. But what they should have done was they should put that match in between the WWE Championship match and the World Heavyweight Championship match.
That's a long time to hold pee, though. That's like a long time to hold pee.
Still, it would have been better than the
second match. Yeah,
the second match.
All right.
They might as well end that freaking group of them. They should just end the Divas. They should just
they're PG now, you know.
They should just do it with, I mean, if they were wrestling in, like, bikinis still, I'd be like, sweet, this is my favorite match of the night.
The Divas match was horrible, but then again, that's when you have the strap. What you get when you have the strap on Alicia Fox.
But then everything else was kind of predictable. I mean, Melina's the champion. I'm kind of happy about her because I follow her tweets. But why do we need to see Skeletor? I don't need to see Michelle McCool. Come on. I guess that's what you get when you have backdoor access, right, Undertaker?
Anyway, Big Show won his match. Big surprise there. He squashed the Straight Society. Yeah, that's stupid.
It was too predictable. Too predictable, booty faces.
We called it. We called it before we went in.
We called it. Yeah, we got the predictions. They should have picked Big Show apart. You know, there's strength in numbers. And the Straight Edge Society, they should have taken out the Big Show, because where's Big Show going to go from here? Where could the Straight Edge Society gone from here? They could have gone many further. They could have gone many further places with the Straight Edge Society than they can the Big Show with a stale 15-year-old character that's not going anywhere.
And then the squash on SES, Straight Edge Society. You know, that was stupid. I love CM Punk.
The Straight Edge Society did a good job, I think, in working over the Big Show. Big Show dominated, but, you know, we kind of already knew that was going to happen.
I didn't like the CM Punk, another pay-per-view where that guy got held down, and we all know why he's being held down, because he won't wear that suit that Vince McMahon wanted him to wear back in 2009 at Breaking Point, sometime around that little area. He didn't want to wear a suit, and he dissed John Cena, but he needs to be the world champion right now, and we all need to live in a Straight Edge Society. At least that's what I think.
Sheamus retained the WWE Championship despite getting disqualified. Lamest finish I've ever seen in my entire life. Typical, whoa, the mask comes off. That's amazing.
It does.
I didn't know it did that. I'm astounded by that because I'm so drunk. Sheamus retained the WWE Championship. He got disqualified because he used a chair. Total, like, make total groaner. Awful. What? He's calling me. Okay, I'm in the middle.
Don't do those kind of finishes on pay-per-view, booty faces. Yes. That was awful. Awful.
The match was good until Orton friggin' lost. And he didn't even hit the ref. He just pushed the ref out. He didn't even hit him with the chair.
Sheamus lost, but yeah.
That was dumb because you know how they usually knock refs out? They'll have a new one come in. They do that all the time. Yeah. And it's like, oh, the ref's out. We don't have any more.
I was a little bummed that Randy Orton didn't get the strap back from Sheamus. Yeah, or Mark, what can I say?
You know, Sheamus, it's hard to take a picture of Sheamus with some light on. First of all.
Yeah, when you use that flash,
when you use that flash, it just looks like you take a picture of a spirit with some green tights. You know what I mean? The spirit of something. So, Sheamus, you know, they're going to put a 5-6 pay-per-view featuring him and Orton, a 5-6 pay-per-view program, and that's what you get when you work out with Triple H. You're going to make, 5-6 pay-per-views and you're going to headline. You work straight up with Triple H, you hang out with him, you his number one friend on MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, you're going to be the next WWE champion.
World title match. What a surprise, The Undertaker showed up. He showed up in the casket after Kane beat Mysterio. I was astounded.
Okay, for all you little booty faces out there that don't understand how wrestling works, here's a little trick. If you want to know if Kane's going to win or lose, it depends on his entrance. When he comes out, if he does that thing where the pyro goes off in the ring at the beginning of the match, he's probably not going to win it. But if he doesn't, there's your little tip off that he's going to win the match.
I liked how... What did I... Oh, I liked how Kane tombstone Undertaker instead of Undertaker tombstoning Kane. That'd have been stupid if they had... Everyone was like, oh, Undertaker's awesome again,
Boring. It was pretty boring. I mean, Undertaker's a real old man, and he still tries to run the back, him and Triple H, and the fact of the matter is, they're just becoming memories. And, the only thing that's separating for them from TNA is that they're so close to Vince McMahon. That's the only reason they're not in TNA right now, fighting Sting and RVD for a title that nobody cares about anymore.
Main event. No stabbing yet. Wait for the stabbing for later. I told you to wait for stabbing. I told you to
move it along, Jeff. Move it along. Move it along. Aaron's going to be cutting this show.
I know. Aaron's going to be having a spaz at editing. He's going to have a real fit. Anyway, Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, that they want to call him, made his return. He was the 7th member. They teased Miz all night, and then Cena said, "We don't need you, Miz." And what happens? Miz interferes and costs Daniel Bryan his entrance in the match. So there's going to be U.S. title feud. I called it months ago. There's going to be U.S. title feud between those two. Team WWE wins over Team Nexus. It came down to Cena versus Wade Barrett and Gabriel, if I remember right. And then Cena took them out both within a span of a minute. So Super Cena reigns supreme as always. Other than that, memories of SummerSlam, getting drunk off my ass, it was fun. Seeing Wade, we saw Wade Needham earlier. Noah's been here. Noah's co-hosting the show with me, that's always fun.
I just got one thing to say about the main event.
Yes, sir.
I sure find it incredible that John Cena has the uncanny ability to heal from getting the shit kicked out of him so quickly, because he went from being on his back most of the match to just feeling just fine after the finish was over. He stood up, he didn't sell whatsoever. That was retarded. I hate you, John Cena. Die a horrible, miserable death. I hate John Cena. I hate what he stands for. He's not Hulk Hogan, even though he does 4 wrestling moves like Hulk Hogan. He needs to die. He's not Hogan. Die, John Cena. Go make more direct-to-DVD movies. I don't care about you.
Let me say that Noah Donish's opinions don't necessarily affect the opinions of Talk Wrestling.
Yes, they do. I'm the king of internet media. My opinions reflect everybody here.
And then I wanted a Nexus to win, but no, they had John Cena go Superman again. They literally took his head and hit it on concrete, and he's like, "Woo, I'm great. I'm Superman."
The Nexus match, I wish they had stretched this angle out just a little bit more. I think they definitely could have rode this into Survivor Series if they had really wanted it to, like the Alliance angle back in 01. But apparently WWE felt that Super Cena needed to go over again at a major pay-per-view, but whatever, we can't win them all.
I was just going to say, you've been saying the last few weeks, because you're not exactly the biggest John Cena fan in the world, we all know this.
No.
But you're actually looking forward to a Cena match because of this match.
Yes.
Did the match live up to the hype?
Yes and no. I wish, although I know he can't because of his conditions, I wish Brett would have done just a little bit more.
But he did more than he did at WrestleMania.
This is very true. This is very true. I was a little bit bummed that The Miz was not the 7th man, but I royally marked out when Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, was the 7th man, so it kind of, evened itself out there.
And are we both kicking ourselves in the ass now for being at Disneyland on July 30th instead of being at PWG? Jade, if you're watching this, I swear to God, I know you're not because you don't watch my show, but when I get home, you are in for it. In for it.
And I gotta admit, I knew Dino Brandt's coming back. That was the story. That was the news. He was gonna go away, and WWE wanted to hire him back because he was a guy you want in the locker room. But the way they did it, I think was a pretty good way of doing it. But gee, Cena won. Oh wow, that's a surprise.
Dude, you gotta do Super Cena.
Well, first of all, Kal-El needs. The only way we can crack Kal-El is kryptonite. We need green kryptonite. We had to, of course, make him heal. So what we need is gold kryptonite. We need gold kryptonite, we get him normal, and the next we kill him. That's all.
Alright. I love the fact that Edge and Jericho tried to put their differences aside and try to bring it together, but at the end of the day, they hate Cena. I think that, I as well as they did, I just hate Cena.
We are at Bob's Big Boy in Burbank. I'm gonna plug Burbank. Burbank's an awesome city. I don't know why it is, but I know why Warner Brothers is here, and Jay Leno Tape's here, and we got a whole bunch of people here. We have a party going on. We got fans behind us. We got fans.
Okay, booty faces. So wrestling fans in the city of Los Angeles are truly retarded. Case in point, when I was standing at the Staples Center, there was genuinely a mentally retarded wrestling fan, and he made this sign. Let me zoom in really, really close. And no, this is not a Photoshop. You can see it's an actual person here. That's right, booty faces. Gotta love Arnold Schwarzenegger and what he's doing to our educational system.
You don't make friends with salad. You don't make friends with salad.
Here they are, the ranchiest fries you've ever seen. I promised it. It's dripping ranch. There you go. And then we'll see you next time on Tuck. There it is. Double Big Boy. I promised. Super Big Boy. I promised everybody.
Thank you.
See you next time.